All right, test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, oh, sorry. I did the test already. Anyways, that was a bonehead move. Taking a look at your homework from last night there, guys, I want to go over a couple of problems here, actually all the problems, to make sure that you're fully understanding everything that you're supposed to be doing. And so I'm just going to start to work through these. Hopefully you've already done a good portion of the work, and we'll go from there. So for number 10, we want to cell number 2, which is the commission. I want to know the amount of money that I would earn if I'm earning 10% on $1,300 sale, a $1,300 sale. So to figure that out, 2% of $1,300 is that right there. Okay, now I know you guys can type that into your calculator, so I'm going to let you just leave that be, and you can go ahead and figure that out if you didn't already. But yeah, 2% of 1,300, that's our answer for number 10. Number 11, this time we want to know the sale. And so what I'm going to do is, let's see here, the commission rate, we want to know the sale, and the commission is given. So there's several different ways you can do this. You can either set it up like this. Let's make this a real simple problem. 4% of what number is 2,135? That's basically what we're asking right here. 4% of what number is $2,135, okay? And so as I look at that, you can do it one of two ways. You can either go ahead and do 2,135 over x is over of equals percent over 100, okay? And I think that most of you guys would probably prefer doing it like that. Or you can go ahead and do this, 0.04 x equals 2,135, okay? Either way, you're going to get the answer out that you need. So I'll let you guys go ahead and work that out. If you're not sure about the algebra, make sure you ask somebody near you, okay? The next one, number 12, we want to know the commission rate for number 4. So to get the commission rate, you can do, actually I'll just turn this into a nice simple problem here. Basically you want to know what percent is $22.75 of $650, okay? So again, you can do it in two different ways, what we're looking for here. You could do 22.75 over 650 equals x over 100, or you can go ahead and do, let's see here, I think that's just the easiest way to do that one. I wouldn't try it the other way, actually, okay? So yeah, that's what I would do to figure out what the commission rate for number 4 would be. I say number 4, that was number 12, right? Yeah, number 12. Number 13 for C5, let's go ahead and take a look at that. C5, okay, we're looking at the commission. So basically what we're asking is this. What number is 4%, 4.5% of 320? Okay, what number is 4.5% of 320? So you can go ahead and do this again in two different ways. You can go ahead and say x is the is, 320 is the of, 4.5%, okay? Or you could go ahead and do x equals 4.5% of 320, okay? Either way there, you're going to get the right answer for number 14, or 13, right there, 13, C5, okay? For number 14, let's see here, we got B6. So this one right here. And basically we're asking what percent is $11.25 of 750. Okay. Now again, I would probably do this just as one a proportion. I wouldn't try to put it in a normal equation here. So if I go ahead and do that, is over of equals the percent over 100. Okay. So 11.2. Yeah. So again, I know you guys know how to solve that, so I'm not going to give you the answer there. But I will tell you this, if you don't solve it correctly, the sub is going to ask you to see at least 3 of the answers here. One of them, I've selected 3 of the answers. He's going to double check, and if you haven't done it right, he's going to send you back to your seat to try and figure it out. So make sure you know how to solve them from there. For number 15, the last part of this section, we're looking at A7. Okay, and this one would be this, if I was to write this in a more simple way. Let's do this. $32 is 5% of what number? Okay. 32 is 5% of what number? And so you could do this one 2 different ways as well. 32 is the of is unknown. 5% we can write out like that. The other way would be this. 32 equals 0.05 of x. Okay. And so 32 is, which means equals 5%, 0.05 times x. Would be another way you could go ahead and set up that equation right there to solve for that number. So again, trying to give you several different ways you can look at these problems here as you attempt to solve them. Now, if we move on to our next section, we had numbers 25 to 27. So let's take a look at that real quick here. Actually, you know what? I should have kept with that. Let's do this there, and let's do it. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we've got 25 to 27. Let's take a look at that section right there. 25, we have a base salary, and we have a total sales, and we want to know the commission rate. Now, in order to get the total income, we're going to go ahead and take the base salary and add in the commission. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take for number 25, $13,500 a year, and I'm going to add in 5.5%. Now, 5.5% would be 0.055. Remember, 5.5%. Okay, move that 2 places. 0.055 times the $175,000 that he sold that year, that person sold that year, he or she. Okay, so that's how you would figure out number 25 right there. You're going to take your base salary and add in your commission. For number 26, if I go ahead and look at that one, going to be the same thing, $190 per week, and then we're going to add in 4.5%, so 0.045 of $3,795 for that week. Okay. Okay, I know it's a bad 5 right there, but 4.5% of $3,795 and add in the $190. That will give you their total salary for that week. Okay. So there's those two, and then we have 29 and 30. It says in number 29, Edmund receives a base salary of $265 per week and a commission rate of 3.5% of sales. How much does he earn in a week when the sales are $4,859? Well, just like the previous two, you're going to take your base salary and add in your commission. So we're going to take the base salary of $265 and we're going to add in 3.5%. Now 3.5%, moving that decimal 2 places, of 4,859. Okay, 3.5% of that plus the 265 is going to give you how much Edmund's going to receive as a base salary. Okay. Now, in number 30, it says, refer to exercise number 29. Estimate Edmund's annual earnings, assuming that his sales continue at the same rate. All right. Well, if that is going to be the case, the question you need to ask yourself is, how many weeks are there in a year, since this is based on per week? Okay. And so there's 52 weeks in a year, so you're going to take the amount you get here, number 29, and then for 30, you're going to multiply it by 52, and that should give you the projected earnings for that year for Mr. Edmund there. All right, I hope that was understandable. If it wasn't, go back and review it. We can talk about it when I get back tomorrow. Thanks for listening, and have a good night.